Good morning out there, Marvel Zombies. If you guys are anything like myself, you were probably blindsided this morning to the new Captain Marvel trailer we received this morning. Now, the entire thing doesn't show you entirely too much. I did, however, want to get on here and explain a few of my thoughts about it because I'm excited, you're excited, so without further ado, let's take a look at this thing. And start. And immediately, Captain Marvel punches you right across the face by taking you to Blockbuster Video. Of course, this could only be taking place in the 90s, a fact we now well know. Who would have ever thought anything bad could happen at Blockbuster Video?
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above.
Okay, so I'm a little confused as to why she's standing in the subway if she can fly. Looking lost is not unusual just because it is the subway and, well, those things suck. But, yeah, let's keep watching.
Space invasion.
Now, if you look over here on this operating table, it is a bit in the distance, but you can see that on the left, we do have Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, sporting two eyes, with what looks like one hell of a hand cannon, and a doctor here dissecting what is probably most likely a Skrull. As we zoom in here, you can see a slight greenness to the skin and well, I think that ear is coming to a point there, but of course the image is not the best. In addition, their mentioning of invasion could be referring to Captain Marvel falling out of the sky, looking 6 shades of confused over here. Or it could be an early nod to the Secret Invasion storyline that a lot of people are predicting will happen somewhere within this movie.
Big car chase.
Alright, now we have our first look at what Captain Marvel's energy blast will look like. Now, I always make note of this because I remember Peter Jackson saying when he was making the Lord of the Rings franchise that he did not want to have anything too gimmicky or too cartoony, so I'm always very aware of how quote-unquote energy blasts look on screen. And for this one, they don't look half bad, just kind of look like a little bit of a plasma effect, so yeah. Also of note, she had to flip on top of the train car even though she can fly. Maybe she's been depowered, maybe something's going on with her, I'm not quite sure. But knowing the story, they'll probably have her save her flight for the very end when she probably goes into space.
Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up.
Alright, now we have Nick Fury, who's too old for this shit.
Till I met you today.
With 2 eyes.
So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain.
Now, it may be just a little bit of my excitement here, but this planet does seem to have a slight tinge of orange. Very similar to the planet of Titan, which is a planet and not a moon for some fucking reason. I don't know. Let's keep going.
I keep having these memories.
Alright, slight Easter egg nod to all the non-comic readers out there. This young lady to the left of Brie Larson, this is going to be Mary Rambeau, the mother of Monica Rambeau, who will later become Photon, and also another Captain Marvel. Very powerful young lady, and a good promise of things to come inside the Marvel Universe.
I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
No, Captain Marvel didn't join the Blue Man Group. These guys are members of the Kree alien race, the race that Carol Danvers blended with to gain her powers as Captain Marvel. Obviously, somewhere between that and right at this point in the film, she has joined their intergalactic peacekeeping force known as Star Force. I'm assuming there's going to be a bit of a team up here. From earlier set photos, we have seen that Ronan and Korath from Guardians of the Galaxy will be here, in addition to Jude Law, who will be Captain Marvel. And while I'm not sure how it happened, Captain Marvel does seem to be in space here inside of what may be an F-16 fighter. I can't really quite tell because we do only have the cockpit here. But I'm assuming this is definitely how she gets absorbed by the Kree, or somehow gets her powers derived directly from this moment, where she is probably making some kind of contact with an alien race.
We have no idea what.
And here's another glimpse of the Skrull bad guys. Now, the reason these guys are important is because these are the guys everybody's theorizing about, saying that it's going to be how they are trying to sneak onto our planet with their shape-shifting powers and take over Earth one hero at a time. I believe this is false. You're going to get a much, much simpler story with this one. It's going to be much more related to the Kree-Skrull War, where you have not only the Kree, who Captain Marvel is in service of at this time, judging by the costume, and the Skrulls, who are in a galactic war for conquest, basically. And the reason they find themselves on Earth is because Earth is a very strategic target located somewhere between the two planets as far as the war effort goes. So I'm expecting it to cover a little bit more of that and a little bit less of Secret Invasion, even though they probably will build a Secret Invasion later on down the line.
Threats are out there. We can't do this
Young Phil Coulson!
alone.
A beeper!
We need
Space Mohawk!
you.
That probably hurt. Alright, so it does look like her suit includes this nice little cowl option from the recent Captain Marvel run of the comics. Always a well-designed superhuman staple. Nice choice. Now this looks like it's a building up moment if I ever saw one. These are the 3 instances we did see Captain Marvel fall at earlier points in the trailer, and this probably harkens back to what I was mentioning earlier about the fact that she can in fact fly, but has not been shown doing so in the trailer until this point. I'm sure this is that exact moment in the movie where all hope looks lost, but Carol Danvers reaches inside of herself, remembers all the times that she has fallen, and then risen against the challenge facing her, and then she will take to the air and defeat whatever a-hole happens to be standing in her way. But what do I know? I've only been reading comics for 20 years.
I'm not what you think I am.
Alright, Captain Marvel, you're looking a little binary here at the very end. That is a power set Captain Marvel developed in her middle years, which was a little more cosmic, but a lot more powerful. It does seem like this movie will kind of blend both personalities of Miss Marvel and Binary from her earlier career work. I'm excited. Alright guys, and there you have it. That is our first look at the Captain Marvel trailer, coming out in March of 2019, as you can see right here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. They didn't give us too much to go on here, but just enough to waffle us around. Now, if we can do a stock point of what we learned from this trailer, we did find out that Captain Marvel has lost her memories, something that will be addressed later on. Monica Rambeau is destined to appear in the MCU. Her mother shows up, and that set photo of her mama's warship saying Photon on the side does lead a lot of credence to this theory. And the Skrulls are here, and humans are freaking out based on this alien dissection that we see right here in the middle. Now, out of everything here, there's not too much to elaborate on. However, there is one specific time in Captain Marvel's history where she did have a bit of a freak out and lose her memories, and have a personality jumble with a very prominent member of the X-Men. Now, I'm not here to say that potentially after Captain Marvel got her powers and was somewhere on Earth, she got into some kind of fight with Rogue and the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, in which Rogue hung on to her for too terribly long, at which point Rogue permanently gained Captain Marvel's flight, speed, strength, and durability, while Captain Marvel got a crazy brain aneurysm, lost a bunch of her memories, and went insane in the deep parts of space, losing all her memory and time on Earth. I'm not here to say that. I'm just here to say that if this video gets enough likes, I'll make a video saying that. Otherwise, like and subscribe. Check out my channel. I got more stuff here. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, good luck in your day and Godspeed.